Hey y'all, it's your girl Rose and it's new video Saturday and we are back with a new video, of course. So as y'all can see from the title, this video is kind of a celebration because your girl has reached 1,000 subscribers, and in fact I reached over 1,000 subscribers. So thank y'all for being here, thank y'all for being subscribed. But with me getting to that goal, and if the lighting's changing, y'all, it's because I'm in a new setup, so just let it happen. But I wanted to share how you can grow your channel. For me, I've been on YouTube, y'all. I think I started my channel in 2016, 2017. I'll check for sure. But it's been a slow process, and I'm glad I didn't give up because we're here and you're here, and now I have something to share with you guys. And I want to inspire all the smaller channels to keep going, to keep putting out content, but I want you to put out content in an informed way so you can grow like my channel has grown. So before we even get into these tips, if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now. Make sure you hit the notification bell, and let's get into the video. So I don't want this video to be super long because I want to give you these tips and I want you to be able to apply them and watch your channel grow. So let's get into it. You hear it all the time, people say it all the time, but it is super important, so I'm gonna say it. My first tip is find consistency with your content, with uploading. If you don't upload videos, there's nothing for people to watch. So as y'all can see, I recently transitioned to new video Saturdays. At the very least, I'm posting a video every Saturday. I've also been able to post a little more frequently with being at home, but one of the best things you can do for your channel is make a content schedule, make a posting schedule, and make that known to anyone who comes to your channel. Make that known to your subscribers. Speaking of content, you want to make sure you are putting out quality content. What that means is your videos should look nice, your audio should look nice. That doesn't mean you need to have the most expensive camera. That doesn't mean you need to have the most expensive mic. But what it does mean is that people need to be able to see and people need to be able to hear you. So for me, I did invest in a Canon G7X. But before that, I was using my phone. I have another camera I've used, but I'm not spending tons of money. You can make great quality videos with an iPhone, and there are tons of YouTubers who have put out great content explaining that, and I'll link some of their videos below. But you need to have good video quality, good audio. That also means you need to edit. I use iMovie. There's a way in iMovie for you to enhance your voice, which I'll show you guys. But you want to make sure people can hear you. So make sure you're putting out quality content as far as audio and video. Now this one is super important. Title, tagging, in your description box. So the title of your video matters because that's what people are going to see. That's what that gives people a reason to click. However, those thumbnails, y'all, are super important. You want to make sure you are having quality thumbnails on your videos. There are plenty of free sites that you can use to make thumbnails. I personally use Canva. I've used them for all my thumbnails, and they're great. They're free. I know other people use PicMonkey, and pro tip, if you're going to use PicMonkey, don't feel like you have to pay for a subscription. You can just screenshot the thumbnail, scale it down, and upload it. So, but you want to have a quality thumbnail. A lot of the times, people may not even look at your title. It is important, but people may not look at it. But what they will do is look at your thumbnail. You don't want your thumbnail to have more than 4 words on it, and you want those words to be enlarged. So make sure that those words are enlarged because a lot of people look at YouTube on their phones now. And if someone is looking at a YouTube video on their phone or searching for a YouTube video on their phone, that means that thumbnail is even gonna be even smaller. So you want to make sure your thumbnail has large words on it, no more than 4, and it's eye-catching. If you're going to use a picture, try to make sure it's a picture from the day of the video. So you should have the clothes that you're filming in that picture, so that way people know that the content's related. And for me, I make sure before I put my camera stuff up, I make sure to take a picture a stage kind of picture that I could use for my thumbnail, which is what you guys mostly see in all my thumbnails. It's me doing something like this, or it's me doing this, or it's me doing this, because those are going to be the pictures I use for my thumbnails. And you could do that during video mode like you saw here, and then just screenshot it during your edit in your iMovies, or you can pre-take the picture, which is what I do. And you want to have some consistency with your thumbnails, so that way when you start uploading more videos, if your thumbnails look similar, like if you're using a certain type of shading around your words, or you always have a picture of yourself or whatever, if you have some consistency in the look of your thumbnails, people's brains are going to go, oh, that's another video from Rose. Oh, that's another video from Rose. Oh, that's another video from Rose. Which means that they're likely to click on that video, which means that they're likely to subscribe to your channel. So invest your time in creating thumbnails. Your description box needs to be as descriptive as possible. Use a lot of those 5,000 characters, primarily because that is how your SEO comes into play. So for those new YouTubers, I was one of them, SEO is your search engine optimization. That is what YouTube uses to categorize your video and push your content out. Your descriptive box adds to that number. So you want to make sure you're including words that your video is actually about. You want to be as detailed as possible, because again, the more detailed, the more that search engine is optimized, and the more your video is going to be pushed by YouTube specifically for the content that you're marketing. So you want to make sure you are using that description box to the best of its ability. Now, something you've heard YouTubers talk about time and time again are tags. Tags, tags, tags. Tags are important. And I know for me, if you're like me, there's no shame. It took me, and it's still taking me, ages to figure out tags. And I have had an epiphany, and this epiphany has helped with my tagging tremendously, and it helps to ensure that my tags are relative to the title of my video. I'm gonna put y'all up on game, and I want y'all to use it because I want your channel to grow. I want your channel to grow. I want you to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I want you to keep making content. Use to make sure my videos are the best quality and searchable on YouTube is VidIQ and Buddy. You can pick either or, but they both do the same thing. Essentially, when you go to upload your video, they score it as you go to make sure that you are adding what is needed to rank your video. They are great tools. They're free. You add them as extensions onto your browser, and they work awesome. Another thing that these two tools do is, if you go and look at other videos, they expose the tags that other YouTubers have used. These two tools also will rank your tags, so they'll tell you if this particular tag is ranking as a top 10 video, and so you'll know that you've used a quality tag in uploading that video. So make sure you add those based on the title of the video that you would like to upload. It formulates the best tags for that video, which means that you won't spend your time trying to think about tags. You're welcome, and I hope you're subscribed to my channel. That's another tip. You want to make sure throughout your videos you're encouraging people to interact with your channel. During your videos, ask them to comment. Like I'm going to ask you right now, comment below if you think these tips are helpful. Comment below if you feel inspired to keep making content. You want to allow people who are watching your videos to interact with them so that you can interact back. The interaction on your video is important. That means people are watching, but that also means that you're an active YouTuber and you are responding to your subscribers. YouTube is a conversation. It's not just someone looking into a camera and talking to you. YouTube is a conversation. The way your subscribers talk back to you is through the comments, with likes, with dislikes, whatever the case may be. And you should be responding to those comments. You should make it a point to like all those comments. You should make it a point to comment on all those comments. You should make it a point to read those comments. Channel interaction is super important. So make sure you, in every video, make sure you encourage your subscribers, the people watching, to interact with that particular video. Also, I know sometimes we spend a lot of time thinking about content we're going to create. So something I do is I keep a list on my phone. When I get a video idea, I type it down in my phone, and so that I'm just compiling these lists of video ideas so that when I sit in front of a camera, I can push out the ideas, I can push out the content. But that means that you should have some level of preparation in your videos. You should never just sit in front of your camera and talk. You want to plan them, you want to think through them, and you want to make sure that you're giving your subscribers something that will benefit them or something that they will want to watch. One thing that I've started doing is when I read my comments, if people request a certain video, I add that to my list with an asterisk so that I know that that's a video that I need to push out sooner than later so that my subscribers can get what they want. Another thing that you can do when you're looking for video content ideas is you can look at trending videos. Now, I want to say that with the warning, because what you don't want to do, which I've tried to do a couple of times and it's so, but you don't want to just try to hop on a trending video bandwagon. You got to remember, once these trends get out, people are hopping on them, so it's going to be harder for you to rank. What you want to do when you're looking at trending videos is you want to look at them and then you want to decide how you can put a twist on that video. Okay, so if there's a topic that you think is trending that you think you would like to make content about, don't just repeat the content of the trending video. You want to look at that trend and think, what can I add to that trend that is different and marketable? I started this video off with saying that I want to give you all these tips so that you can create content and you can do that with confidence. Okay, I've been trying to figure this YouTube thing out for years and it's paying off. It finally is, but I didn't give up. And there were times where I was really discouraged. There are times where I feel like nobody's watching my videos. No one cares what I have to say. And that was for various reasons. And truth be told, it wasn't because they didn't care what I had to say. It was that they couldn't find me. And so something that I also suggest that you do is use your other social media platforms. When you create a video, share it on Facebook. When you create a thumbnail, put it on Instagram and include the link in your bio so that people know you're creating new content and they know where to go and get it. If you have friends on your page who are subscribed to your channel, invite them to share your content. You want to get your content out, you want to push your content out, and you want people to know that you're creating quality content. What I don't want you to do though is see 30 views on a video and think YouTube isn't for you. You can go on my channel right now and I have videos with 30 views, and yet I'm still pushing out quality content because I think it's important, but because I'm learning so much about YouTube that I know as I continue to do this, my channel's going to grow and people are going to see my videos. And so I don't want anyone who's a small channel watching this to think it's time for you to give up. No, no, no. Not time for you to give up. It's time for you to change your plans. It's time for you to change how you look at YouTube, and it's time for you to feel empowered and use these tips to grow. And let me tell you something. When you start seeing your channel grow, I want you to come back to my channel and put it in the comments of this video and let others know that it worked. Like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed so far. Thank you for everyone who has allowed me to continue to make content. And thank you for every subscriber who has allowed me to make it to 1,000 subscribers. So again, I told y'all I didn't want this video to be long because I want you to put these things into action now. So now, here's your call to action. Get to work, create good content. Let me know about the content you're creating. Feel free to link your videos below this video. If you've used these tips and you've made great content, put it below. I want to see it. And until next time, it's your Rose.